Manchester United fans have turned on the club over Harry Amass' possible sale. Manchester City have tied Joško Gvardiol down until 2031. And Zinedine Zidane has finally revealed why he waited so long to take the France job. And this is your daily football news.
Harry Amass sale sparks Man United fan anger. Manchester United supporters have reacted with frustration after reports suggested the club could sell young defender Harry Amass for around £6 million. The talented left-back has impressed throughout pre-season, delivering strong performances in United's recent friendly matches and showing signs that he could challenge for a place in the first team. Despite those displays, reports claim the club are willing to listen to offers, leaving many fans questioning the decision. Supporters believe Amass is one of the brightest young prospects at Old Trafford and argue that selling him now would be a mistake. With United continuing to rebuild under their new project, many expected the teenager to receive more opportunities rather than be placed on the transfer market. For now, no agreement has been reached, but the reports have already sparked strong debate among Manchester United fans ahead of the new season. Manchester City secured Gvardiol until 2031. Manchester City have officially secured the future of Joško Gvardiol after agreeing a new 5-year contract with the Croatian defender. The new deal will keep Gvardiol at the Etihad Stadium until 2031, underlining the club's confidence in one of its most reliable defenders. Since joining City, the 24-year-old has become a key part of the backline thanks to his composure, versatility, and consistency in both domestic and European competitions. Club officials believe Gvardiol will remain one of the foundations of Manchester City's long-term project as they continue rebuilding the squad for the future. The contract extension also sends a clear message that City are determined to keep their biggest stars despite continued interest from rival clubs. With the new season approaching, City now has another major boost as one of his most trusted defenders commits his future to the Premier League champions.
Zidane explains why he waited for France. Zinedine Zidane has revealed why he turned down several club offers over the past 5 years before accepting the France national team job. The French legend admitted that coaching Les Blues had always been his dream, and he was determined to wait for the opportunity instead of returning to club football. Since leaving Real Madrid, Zidane had been linked with several of Europe's biggest clubs, but he consistently rejected those approaches while keeping his focus on the French national team. His patience was finally rewarded after Didier Deschamps stepped down following France's disappointing World Cup campaign. Zidane has now officially begun a new chapter with the national team, bringing back several trusted members of his former coaching staff as preparations begin for the next international competitions. Supporters across France hope one of the country's greatest football icons can guide Les Blues back to winning major trophies and begin another successful era for the national team. Manchester City stars to miss preseason tour. Manchester City will be without several key players during their upcoming preseason tour of Hong Kong and South Korea. A number of international stars have been granted extended holidays following their involvement in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, delaying their return to the club. Among those expected to miss the tour are Rodri, who recently helped Spain win the World Cup, and Erling Haaland, who represented Norway during the tournament. New signing Elliot Anderson is also unlikely to feature as he continues settling into the squad following his big money move. Manchester City are expected to use the tour to give younger players valuable first-team opportunities while allowing returning internationals additional time to recover ahead of the new season. Manchester City side remain confident the squad will be fully prepared by the time they face Arsenal in the Community Shield, where they hope to begin the new campaign with another trophy. Arsenal close in on Bruno Guimaraes. Arsenal are making strong progress in their pursuit of Bruno Guimaraes, with negotiations for the Brazilian midfielder continuing to move forward. Reports suggest the Gunners have identified the Newcastle United star as their top midfield target and are prepared to submit an offer worth more than £75 million. Manager Mikel Arteta believes Guimaraes would bring the perfect balance of creativity, defensive quality, and leadership to Arsenal's midfield as the club prepares to defend its Premier League title. Although Newcastle remain reluctant to lose one of their most important players, Arsenal are confident the midfielder is interested in the move and believe an agreement can eventually be reached. If the transfer is completed, Guimaraes would become one of Arsenal's biggest signings of the summer and another major statement as the club continues building a squad capable of competing for both domestic and European honors.
Barcelona miss out on Eli Jr. Krupi. Barcelona have failed in their attempts to sign AFC Bournemouth wonderkid Eli Jr. Krupi this summer. The Spanish giants submitted 2 offers for the highly rated 19-year-old forward, but both bids were rejected by Bournemouth. The Premier League club are reportedly unwilling to consider any proposal below €100 million, a valuation Barcelona have no intention of meeting. Despite their strong interest, Barcelona are not prepared to overpay and have already begun looking at alternative attacking targets before the transfer window closes. Reup remains one of Europe's most exciting young forwards, but for now, Bournemouth are determined to keep hold of one of their brightest talents as they prepare for the new Premier League season. Benzema refuses to leave Al Hilal. Karim Benzema has reportedly refused to leave Al Hilal, making his position clear as speculation over his future continues. Al Hilal are willing to let the French striker leave this summer to free up a foreign player spot. However, Benzema has rejected every proposal and insists he will only depart if the club pays the remaining salary on his contract. The 2022 Ballon d'Or winner still has a deal running until 2027 and is determined either to stay at Al Hilal or receive full financial compensation before agreeing to any transfer. Club officials are now searching for a solution, but negotiations remain difficult because Benzema has no intention of accepting a move on reduced terms. For now, the experienced striker remains an Al Hilal player, with his future expected to remain one of the biggest stories of the Saudi transfer window. Porto rule out Darwin Núñez move. FC Porto have reportedly ruled out a move for Darwin Núñez, ending speculation linking the Uruguayan striker with a return to Portugal. The Portuguese giants have decided not to pursue the forward despite searching for attacking reinforcements this summer. Club officials believe Núñez does not fit their current recruitment strategy, making it highly unlikely that negotiations will take place during this transfer window. As a result, the former Liverpool striker's future now appears more likely to lie elsewhere. Several clubs from Major League Soccer are monitoring the situation closely, with growing suggestions that the United States could become Núñez's next destination if he decides to leave Al Hilal. Although no agreement has been reached with any club, interest from North America continues to increase as the experienced forward considers the next step in his career.
Roberto Mancini returns as Italy coach. Roberto Mancini is set to return as head coach of the Italian national team after the Italian Football Federation abandoned plans to appoint Andrea Pirlo. Negotiations with Pirlo collapsed at the final stage because of complications involving personal sponsorship agreements, forcing the federation to change direction. Italy quickly turned back to Mancini, who famously guided the Azzurri to victory at UEFA Euro. Federation officials believe his experience and understanding of the national team make him the ideal candidate to lead Italy into a new cycle. Mancini now faces the task of rebuilding confidence after Italy's disappointing World Cup campaign while preparing the squad for the upcoming UEFA Nations League and future international tournaments. His return has been welcomed by many supporters, who hope the experienced coach can restore stability and help Italy compete once again with Europe's strongest national teams. An official announcement is expected soon as preparations for the next international window continue. Besiktas and Mohamed Salah talks. Mohamed Salah's proposed move to Besiktas is officially off after negotiations between both sides collapsed. The Egyptian forward became a free agent after leaving Liverpool at the end of the 2025-26 season and had been widely linked with a move to the Turkish giants. Besiktas viewed Salah as their dream signing and held several meetings with his representatives in an effort to reach an agreement. However, club president Serdal Adali confirmed the negotiations ultimately broke down because of financial differences. Despite productive discussions, Salah's salary demands and overall contract package exceeded what the club were prepared to offer. Rather than break their wage structure for one player, Besiktas decided to walk away from the deal and focus on alternative transfer targets. Salah's future now remains uncertain, with several clubs from Europe and the Middle East still monitoring the situation. As one of the biggest free agents available this summer, the former Liverpool star is expected to attract fresh interest before the transfer window closes. And that wraps up your football breaking news for the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world will be continuously updated on Offside News. Make sure hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.